Hello students. Today we are going to see third type of machine learning, which is known as reinforcement learning. Earlier we have seen supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Now let us see what is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is a subfield of machine learning that involves teaching computer how to learn from experiences. Okay, so here we can say that we teach the computer to learn from their own experiences. If the computer performs good thing, then we are going to give positive reward to that computer or that algorithm. If it is doing something bad, we can say that we are going to give some penalty to that algorithm, right? So depending on these rewards and penalties that we are applying to that particular algorithm or program, this reinforcement learning trains the computer, and slowly the computer come to know, Array, this is the thing that is going to give me a reward. This is the thing, if I take this action, then that will result into punishment. These rewards or feedback can be in many forms, such as rewards or penalties. Rewards will be for positive things or good things, and penalties will be for negative things or bad things. And typically, these are used to motivate the agent towards the desired behavior. So, in technical terms, we can say that reinforcement learning is a method of teaching machines to learn from data. In supervised learning, we were having the data, actual data, labeled data, and based on that labeled data, we were used to train the machines, or we were used to train the algorithms, right? In general, it is a type of artificial intelligence where computer receives rewards or points for correct behavior and then adjust their behavior accordingly. Normally, this reinforcement learning we have already seen while playing the games. When we take a proper move, then we get rewards while playing the games, right? And when we take incorrect move, then we get penalties. Some points gets reduced from our score. So in that way we can consider the concept. So by considering the game application, we can easily find out uh, what reinforcement learning is there. Now let us apply the concept of reinforcement learning on dog. Normally we are having the habit to train the dog, which is our pet at our home. So this dog, we will consider this dog will be an agent in this case. Okay. So right now, in this case, if you see this dog is sitting over here. Okay. And what you want, whenever you will throw a ball, the dog has to catch the ball. That is what the training that you want to apply to this dog. Okay. So whenever you will throw the ball, and if the dog catches the ball, so then you are going to give some reward to that dog. So what the dog will understood? So if you repeat this process multiple times, then dog will come to know, if I catch the ball, then I get this reward, and if I do not catch the ball, then I do not get the reward. So for that particular reward, whenever you throws the ball, the dog will surely, after training, the dog will surely catch the ball for getting that reward. So this is a sort of reinforcement learning. This is a real-time example of reinforcement learning. So environment is there, agent is there. In this case, in earlier case, your dog was the agent, right? You are throwing the ball, the ball was dog was catching that ball, and the situation was like that. So environment observes the action of the agent, and depending on the action of the agent, it is decided to give the reward to that particular agent. So it is feedback based machine learning approach. So here agent learns which actions it has to perform by looking at the environment and returns of the results of the action. For correct action, positive feedback is generated, and for incorrect action, negative feedback is generated. That is, penalty is generated. So in case of this dog's example, if the dog catches the ball, we can give him some sort of cookie or some sort of food to eat which he likes, right? But if the dog do not brings that ball, we may punish him to some extent. So that can be that if we do that type of thing, then your dog gets trained accordingly and it adjusts itself in the environment and catches the ball always whenever you will throw it for that particular reward or for getting the maximum gain of that reward. So the agent interacts with the environment and identifies the positive action which it can perform. The primary goal of the agent is to observe the environment and perform the action to get maximum positive rewards. Okay. In this case, the agent learns automatically using feedbacks without any label data. There is no label data, so which was earlier there in case of supervised learning. But in case of reinforcement learning, so we are not having any label data. We train the agent based on his actions, okay, and based on the rewards. The agent learns through its experiences. When the agent gets rewards, agent thinks that this is what I need to do. If the agent do not act as per the requirement, then the agent gets what penalties. So agent, in short, we can say that learns from the experiences. Use of reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is used to solve specific type of problems where decision making is done step by step and the goal is long term. So both these terms are essential. So decision making is done step by step and the goal is long term. Examples are robotics, game playing. Okay. So if we consider a maze, deep maze, and in between the maze, somewhere at the end of the maze, so some reward is there. If you uh, go through the maze slowly, then if you move properly step by step, then you will get that reward which is kept inside the maze. But if you do not move properly, then you may stuck somewhere. So if we train the agent in that way, then we can say that if the agent does proper movement inside the maze, then it will get the reward. And after multiple times, the agent will come to know this is the actual way where I will get the reward. So that type of things are normally used while playing the games and in the robotics applications. Now let us come to the types of reinforcement learning. So positive reinforcement learning and negative reinforcement learning are the two types. Positive reinforcement learning is recurrence, or we can say that repetition of the behavior due to positive feedbacks or rewards. In earlier example, the dog when catches the ball, so that time it was used to get the reward. So that was what when the dog repeats the action of catching the ball, the dog comes to know, okay, when I catch the ball I will get the reward. So these type of feedbacks are called as positive feedbacks, and with those moments the dog was getting the rewards. Rewards increases the frequency of behavior. When we give multiple rewards for that particular action, then these rewards increases the frequency of the behavior. Due to it, agent performs similar actions to maximize the rewards. Now in case of negative reinforcement learning, in this case we can say that reward decreases the frequency of the behavior because these are penalties. So these actions agent tries to avoid. If we are playing a car game and if we uh, what do some accidents in the car game, so obviously our points will get reduced. So the agent will think to avoid the car accidents to reduce the points it has earned during the game. So that is what the negative rewards, or we can say that penalties. So that is another type of reinforcement learning. So let us consider the example here. This is what this robot has to get this reward. So for that, how it will move? If it move from here to here and then here to here, then it will caught fire. Okay, and the agent will be get some penalty, or it will get some punishment due to this fire. If agent moves to this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way, it will get the reward. So we will set the behavior of the agent to move in this way. Okay, so this is what the example of reinforcement learning. If agent goes from here to here, obviously again the fire will be there and the punishment will be there to that particular agent. So this is what the environment, this is what the reward, and these are, we can say that, the paths that agent has to avoid, and this is what the path that agent has to select to get the maximum reward or the benefit, we can say. So reinforcement learning works in semi-supervised mode, as we can don't have label data, but environment observes the agent's behavior and gives positive and negative rewards. So this is the end of reinforcement learning, student. So hope you might have liked the topic and you might have understand this concept. So if you like it, so kindly subscribe the channel and press the like button. Thank you.